right, gentlemen, just to finish off, I'm going to give this question to G. And Theo, I'm going to thank you, G. So after the Arsenal versus Liverpool game, Diaz comes out injured. What does this mean for Liverpool?
Okay, like when I was watching the game against Liverpool, I was actually watching Diaz specifically. I like the boy very, very much. Like he's very good. But in that game, he didn't perform properly. And they took him out because of the injury, right? But I feel as though Jota can still do something. You see, despite the fact that sometimes we have to switch Jota and Firmino, right? But I do believe that it won't affect them to that extent that maybe it's difficult to score goals, or maybe it's difficult, or maybe they're being challenged or something. Obviously, they're being challenged, but I do believe that Jota is good for something for the team. Yeah, obviously, not much, but like he plays, like he's a player, it won't affect them a lot. It might, though, but I don't think it will be that much because Diaz doesn't score maybe 2 goals every match, or maybe scores a hat-trick or something. He's just a goal scorer and he's a challenging player, for which Jota also has those traits. Like he's someone who will challenge you. So I feel as though you don't challenge him a lot. Like it won't.
Theo, injury?
Yeah.
What does this injury mean for Diaz and Liverpool?
For Liverpool, for Diaz, I don't think it's just a huge impact because he's not even going to the World Cup. So for him, I would say it's a loss to Liverpool because the injury list keeps on going and going and going, and they're already having a bad season. Diaz was someone who can change the game right now since Salah is not in the form. So it's a huge loss for Liverpool, actually. They don't have a player like Diaz at the moment. Diaz is the only player that's making things happen in Liverpool. If you can check the previous games, it was him, like he's playing. If you can check Salah is not even anywhere close to the previous seasons. And then, and also Nunes, he still has a long way to go. I think Liverpool flopped by buying Nunes at that amount of money because Nunes just got like caught form for one season at Benfica and then bam, they spent big.
Yeah.
I mean, why didn't they go and challenge City for Haaland? Why didn't they challenge for Benzema, like top strikers? There's a lot of strikers that are excelling. They went for Nunes, who just caught form for one season and they rested, and it really, really messed up. They would have gave Mane a good contract.
Yeah.
That would have made him one of the most highest payers. But since Liverpool doesn't like paying, they rested and bought a kid that was still growing. And then I think they're doomed, actually. I see Conference League for them.
Pretty.
I'm just honest. I see Conference League.
Other result this weekend was Everton versus Manchester United. United visit Goodison Park and they walk away with a 2-1 win. Casemiro to play more.
Yeah, for me, plus with the Scott. Scott is out for a game at the Premier League because he got a yellow card actually. Now he's suspended actually. So for me is Tenek is gonna play Scott actually in the Europa League, and then play Casemiro on the Premier League. For me, I feel like Casemiro did well in that game. He had control actually. He flopped with some of the passes and made silly mistakes, but then he's still adapting. You understand, to the Premier League. He's still adapting to the Premier League. But then for me, he's a one player who he brings experience actually to the team. You understand? Tells the players, he controls the players actually. Tells them, okay, guys, wow, 1-0 down, we have to push. You understand? We haven't lost the game. More like they consider it an early goal out of nowhere. You understand? He made a mistake himself. That goal came from his mistake. But then he was like, you know what? I'm not going to have a bad game because of that mistake. You understand? And then he carried the team himself. He was like, come on, guys, let's push. So for me, I'll prefer him to start more games actually because he gives us that more defensive options and more attacking options. Because Casemiro is one player who plays safe football. Casemiro won't play those long balls or whatever. He will play a simple pass, a simple forward pass, and then it gives you more options to attack. So for me, I would prefer to play him even more actually, so that he can gain that momentum actually.
PK is King CR700 back.
He's among the goals, yes, but I think he still has to prove himself in this Ten Hag system. And I really wanted him to score because I wanted him to prove that he can play in this Ten Hag system. I think if Casemiro continues to play and he continues to play, that will be great for CR7 because Casemiro, him playing gives Eriksen, Bruno, the freedom going forward. And with that means the passes, those dangerous passes that may potentially come through for CR7 to jump onto and score a goal. So yes, Casemiro to start, protecting that back four, giving Bruno and Eriksen the freedom to move on and do their thing. And CR7 will shine. I think he will shine in that kind of setup.
Okay. Just for time, there was more to discuss, but let us move into the UEFA Champions League, and we will discuss the games this week. Going on to Group A, as we can see there, Juventus losing to Maccabi and City with a red card at 0-0. But let us move into the Champions League groups here. As we can see, Group A. First game in that group is Rangers versus Liverpool. G, yes or no? Can Liverpool win this one?
Yes. Should I give a reason?
Okay, quick one.
They will win the game. I feel as though obviously Klopp has something to improve, and like I think I don't know how to put it. Man. They've been lacking. They are still lacking, and I do believe that they will still lack. But then at the end of the day, I think I did say it in the last video that we had when I was on the channel. It's still Liverpool. Like they are Liverpool. They will play. They will win. I'm not sure if they are home or something, but we have a point to prove.
They are away.
They are away. We still have a point to prove. But then Rangers. I'll just say Rangers.
I know Pidgey disagrees with you.
I know.
Obviously.
I know. I understand.
Obviously.
I understand. But then it's Liverpool.
For me, they won't win the game. For me, it's either Rangers who they have to win the game. For me, Rangers. They have to give their supporters hope. Surely they will be pushing for that Europa spot, actually. That's in guys, we have to push for the Europa spot. And also for Klopp, it's gonna be a very tricky game for him. Because let's say he goes with his first 11, the team which he trusts the most, and then he has City. That City game is more important than the Rangers game for me. You understand? If I'm Klopp, I'll say that, guys, let's go to Rangers. Let's fight for a win or a draw. But I'm going with my second team. I'll go with a draw. You understand? Because Ajax, even if they win, we're gonna be still ahead of them. You understand? Keep the second spot. At the end of the day, after that match of Rangers, we have to keep the second spot. We have to focus more on City. Let's worry about the City games. We have injuries. We can't afford any injuries whenever we're going to City game. So for me, I won't risk it. I won't risk it for him. I will play my best team, actually. I'll give the young players a chance to prove themselves, which I know Liverpool have the young players to deliver, actually. Those guys can deliver. So hopefully they can draw with Rangers and then do better with City.
All right. Theo, the other game in this group is Napoli versus Ajax. Of course, Napoli went to the Johan Cruyff Stadium and they destroyed Ajax, Napoli. Is this another win for Napoli?
I doubt actually. I kind of believe that Napoli won through luck. In Champions League, I'm always going with Ajax. Ajax is very good. Ajax can score goals, to be honest. I kind of believe Napoli was lucky in the first leg. Let me call it a first leg. In the first round. So I'm going with Ajax, but the problem is Tadic is red carded. But I'm gonna go with Ajax or draw. Napoli is not taking this one.
All right. Then we go into Group B. And the first game there is Atletico versus Club Brugge. BK, if Club Brugge win this game, they qualify for Champions League for sure. Is this a problem for Atletico?
It is a problem for Atletico because the two teams above them, they should occupy that second spot. So they need to beat them and put some doubt into their minds, this Club Brugge team, as to can they compete against the big boys. Because if they stick at number 9 and they're left with Porto and Bayer Leverkusen, and if Porto and Bayer Leverkusen beat them, then suddenly every team is on 9 points. So it can be a tough one. I would suggest that Atletico would want to win this game. This is a must-win game for them.
But
otherwise, let me say yes. Let me say yes. Let me what he's saying, Liverpool is Liverpool. Let me say Atleti is Atleti. Maybe they learn from their mistakes on the first fixture, on the reverse fixture, they will definitely come through. Let me give this one to Atleti.
So can I ask you a question?
Let me come in then. I don't think Atletico is winning this. Okay. I don't think if you can check Club Brugge is on good form and they're really playing well. They won like all 3 matches. I think they're gonna have a clean.
Muted. You got muted. You got muted.
Oh, I think they're gonna do a clean sweep over Atletico Madrid. Atletico is not on good form right now. Yeah, actually, I'm going with Club Brugge.
Okay. Pretty fast.
I'm going with Club Brugge. I'm not going with Atletico. Also, I support you. If I was the manager of Club Brugge, I'm gonna play the Atletico game.
Let's put this on betway.
Yes.
Let's see the sleeps.
Yes.
Let's see the sleeps.
Just like last week, I went with Club Brugge.
Let's see the sleeps.
Actually. So now I'm playing the Atletico game. Go there. It's either we draw. If we draw, it's a win. You understand? Then I'll play that game. Defend, counter attack. Because I know that Atletico are clowns. They will try to do the same and won't attack them. We are wasting time. They will save time by 60 minutes. They will try to attack. That's when we will hunt them.
All right. The other game in this group is Bayer 04 versus Porto. Pretty. Can Xabi Alonso get Bayer 04 out of this group?
I doubt. Now I'm doubting them actually. Bayern for me they're out. They're not even going for the Europa League actually. So for me in this group, it's either Atletico go to the Europa League or Porto. Either the two. But Bayern for they're out. For me, they are totally out on this group.
All right. Let us go into the next group, which is Group C. First game in this group is of course Group 1. Barcelona versus Inter Milan. G, what does Barca have to do to get out of this group?
It's a tough one because I'm sure we all know here that Inter will defend. Like they don't mind staying back. They'll basically be Atletico there. So for me, I hope that Xavi spoke to his players there. Otherwise, we just need to play football. we cannot be always giving the ball maybe or depending to Lewandowski, if I can put that as an example. Because basically now, your wingers, every time they attack, we have to either cross the ball or cut in, and then you have to pass the ball to Pedri, and then Pedri, Lewandowski, and all that. I hope that even when it comes to the formation and the players that have to play, I hope so. I'm really praying because this, as I've said when the video started, this is the final for Barca, and we have to be at our utmost perfectness. Like we have to be perfect. We have to play like we're playing a final. For us to come out of this, we just have to play the Barca football and believe that we will win. And we're at home. We were at home. I know we don't have the Dortmund fans, but I do believe that we will win. But it's a tricky one.
Theo, who wins this game? Barca versus Inter.
It's tricky, but I'm gonna go with Barcelona. Xavi's got a good team. Barca's been playing well. I think they're gonna fight this one and win it. They have to nail it, or else they are out. It's a must-win match for them. Because if they don't win this one, they are out. To be honest,
But like
they won't beat Bayern. They still have to face Bayern. If you can check, they still have to play Bayern with Victoria Pilsen. It's a win. So they must win this game. It's a must-win for them, or else they are out. I won't lie to you. So, but I trust in Xavi, and he's got a good team. Lewandowski, I don't know if Rafinha is still playing. I haven't watched Barcelona in a while. They've got Pedri. They've got Pedri. Like they've got a good team to beat Inter. I don't know what happened in the first leg. I didn't watch it, but this one, my money is going with Barcelona.
Let me tell you what happened in the first leg. The referee fucked us in the ass. PK. What are the chances that Victoria plays in draw with Bayern? Give me hope, Dom.
0%. Simply 0%. They are just the whipping boys of the group. If a team wants points, they get points there and maximum points. All Inter, Barca, Bayern, we expect them to get maximum points from this team. So I don't think it will be different this week. Bayern should get maximum points. So sorry.
Fine. All right, moving on to Group D. First match there is Spurs versus Frankfurt. Honestly, nothing to say there. Other match is Sporting versus Marseille. Then when we move into the other group, which is Group E. Oh, I forgot a group. Okay, but we can still discuss it as I'm looking at it. Where Salzburg will be playing Dynamo Zagreb. Nothing to say there. BK, can Chelsea do a 2-for-2 and beat AC Milan?
Yeah. I really hope so. It's nice to see English teams going or progressing in the UCL. It might be a different game because AC Milan are playing at home. They're confident at the moment. They just beat Juventus 2-0 at home. I would expect them to go for it, knowing that they're fighting for second place, potentially first place, but it's a must-win game for them against Chelsea. I would say for both teams, it's a must-win game. Draw, lovely draw. Lovely draw.
Pretty does not agree with you.
I know he's a Chelsea hater.
For the first time, I agree, BK. You know what?
Is it? Oh, okay.
Yeah, I agree. Chelsea are gonna draw this match. This match is a draw. With likes of Koulibaly. I told you I love Koulibaly. He has been there. He knows the Italian football. They'll tell them this is how they play, guys. This is how Italian football works. Actually, you understand? So what we have to do, we just have to make sure that we colonize the midfield, we defend well, and hopefully, those strikers, Aubameyang, Sterling, and whoever they're gonna play, it's either Pulisic or Ziyech. So they have to make sure that you don't miss your chances. Take your chances. Otherwise, you're gonna suffer. If AC Milan scores first, it's charm. If Chelsea scores first, it's a draw. That's how it's gonna be.
All right. Let us jump into Group F.
So I'm not getting a chance. This is my Chelsea.
Okay, no, you can go. Listen, if you wanna jump, you can jump in.
No, actually, no.
Oh,
I
Chelsea
just
fan!
want.
I forgot. I'm so sorry. I forgot. Come on, God. Talk to me.
I just want to get back to BK and Soko. You guys never underestimate Chelsea. That's one thing I'm gonna tell you. Go and ask Real Madrid. Go and ask those big teams. Never underestimate Chelsea. Chelsea possess a lot of quality players.
I'm out of this one. Yeah.
Okay, I'm back. Yeah. Chelsea possess a lot of qualities in the team. If you can check from the back to the front, they've got top quality players, which some of them they're underrated and they can play very well. I don't see anyone matching the quality of Chelsea players at AC Milan, to be honest. So Chelsea has this one on the back easily before they even play.
You heard it here.
So it's a clean shirt. We're winning this one at San Siro.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll call you at 10 o'clock.
All right. All right. Just a quick update. Juve are losing now 2-0 to Maccabi as we are recording. Yeah. Going to Group F, honestly, not much to discuss here. We've got Real Madrid, who are now being hosted by Shakhtar Donetsk. And we've then got Celtic, who are hosting RB Leipzig. Where is my document? Then, if we move into the other group, which is Group G, which has Manchester City versus Copenhagen. Result right now, as we're talking in that group, is a 0-0 draw and City with a red card. Then the other match is Dortmund versus Sevilla. G. Is Dortmund and Sevilla qualifying?
Is Dortmund qualifying or is Sevilla qualifying?
I'm saying it's your Dortmund and City. Sorry.
Oh yeah, I think this one is a clear one because Sevilla have been bad, like compared to the Sevilla that usually challenges Madrid and Barca. Like, I don't think they have a chance, and I do believe that even today, Dortmund is winning this one, and they are qualifying.
All right, then we can move. Anyone who wants to disagree?
I will agree.
I think if City doesn't win this game against Copenhagen, Dortmund will take the top spot. I see Dortmund beating City because of the previous game they played together. I see Dortmund beating City. Yeah, I see Dortmund. Let me just put it like that. If they don't win this game against Copenhagen, Sevilla will go hard on City and Borussia will go hard on City the next matches.
I agree.
I disagree.
And if Dortmund does that, if they win against City, they have opened a channel for most teams actually. They would have given us the memorandum. This is how you deal with this new Pep team.
So are you saying Barca is playing City the last team?
Yes.
No,
you can say that. You can say that. You can. I guess I want to give him hope. I want to give him hope.
You know the other reason I'm saying Sevilla will go hard on City. If City draws today, Copenhagen is going to 2 points, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Copenhagen is going to 2 points, and then Sevilla, if they lose to Borussia, which I think they will still be on 1 point. So they will have to go hard on City to get either 1 or 3 points to advance to Europa or go for position 2, which is
Students,
going to
though,
be
you guys are
unlikely. But I
dreaming
will say,
now. You guys are dreaming.
yeah,
ahead.
for Europa League. So
All
City
right.
is in trouble if they don't win this one.
Gentlemen, before time is up, then in the other group, we've got, which is Group H. So the one match is Maccabi versus Juve. We know what's happening now. Then we've got PSG versus Benfica. Theo, pick your winner.
Yeah. Between who?
PSG and Benfica.
It's an obvious case. I think PSG will have to win this one, but hey, the thing about PSG, you know that song Chameleon. Ngeke uba confirm when Dalwonga said. Ngeke confirm. PSG, that front three is disorganized, they're disjointed. They're costing me PSG, to be honest. But I think I'll give them this one, to be honest. They have to win this one just to secure their spot. Another dumb team in that group, I will tell you, I'll be honest with you. Juventus is one other dumb team in this whole world.
Why do you say so?
I don't know why they're 2-0 down to Maccabi now. I'm starting to believe what Zakaria. Do you know that guy Zakaria that went to Chelsea?
You went to?
The guy.
You went
Dennis
to what?
Zakaria.
Yeah, I know the player Zakaria, yeah?
Yeah, do you know that guy? He said the quality that's in Juventus and the quality that's in Chelsea are different. Chelsea plays more attacking football that fits his style.
We're losing you.
Your network.
Juventus, that they just play soccer. They don't have like right now. I don't know. Let me change from Wi-Fi to data then.
All right. While you're doing that, BK, PSG, Benfica.
Sure. PSG for me should win this one. Messi is injured, out for some time, but Neymar is in. I think Sarabia also is playing. Verratti fully fit. I think they have enough to just beat this team, though they are playing away from home. They have enough to beat this team. So today, as a Madrid fan, I would have loved to watch Madrid, but I feel like this game has a lot of potential. So today I'll be watching this game. But PSG for the win.
But Mbappe is not happy. He said it today. He was angry today. He was like, he's not happy at PSG. So do you think like that? Eh?
No.
He should have came to Madrid.
But do you feel like it's gonna have an impact on the game that the boy is not happy and he came out about it?
Listen, if God can allow Haaland to go to City, then surely Mbappe can come to Madrid. And so I do believe it.
It's fine. It's okay. I believe it's gonna happen. I'm saying it's gonna happen. They're gonna pay 200 million. I'm saying it even now. Live on the channel. Madrid are gonna pay 200 million.
You guys have money, PK. You guys have money. Don't say no.
They're gonna pay 200
million.
No.
You guys have money, John.
Let the season go. I feel like we should let his time go. Because it was a 2-year contract anyway.
Yeah.
And I did say by the time it ends, he'll be 25. He will still be a good player in the prime of his abilities. I feel like Madrid should wait. They don't really need him now. I mean, if we get an Mbappe now, what does that mean for Vini? Because you have to fight for a spot with Vini unless we switch Vini over to the other side and Valverde. So for now, I would say let Mbappe be, let him suffer, let him suffer, man. And he will come.
Last word, Theo. Are you still there?
Muted.
You're muted now.
Okay, let me just come in. Actually, I think I'm gonna agree with BK. I think with Mbappe, Mbappe is gonna be a replacement for Benzema, and if you check, Madrid is playing very well at the moment with Benzema. So I don't think they should mind keeping letting PSG keep Mbappe for 2 seasons and then come in at the right time. Because also, if you check something, Perez is a very smart and intelligent person. He's not too forward when he does transfer. So he knows what he's doing, and he knew that the president sabotaged his deal with Mbappe, and he's for sure after the 2 years he's gonna get Mbappe. I'm telling you.
Definitely.
But then the boy says he wants to leave. Like he's not happy. He's saying that as soon as possible. Actually, when he says as soon as possible, he's trying to say after the World Cup, I'm leaving. Guys, make sure. Madrid, come on. Make sure. Because
the problem is the price tag.
But he's
that contract.
Yeah, but he's you know what he said too.
Mbappe's contract is very difficult in Suku. It's not an easy contract to buy him. They gave him a lot of powers, remember?
But listen, the issue is not the contract. The issue is PSG wanted to cash in on Mbappe. They didn't want the same thing which happened to Borussia Dortmund to happen to them. Actually, they want money from Mbappe. But the reason why they gave him that contract, it was for them to make a statement that, dog, let's agree, both parties, Madrid wants you, we know. But then...
Let me tell you something. You know, PSG would rather sell Neymar than Mbappe. And if you check, PSG never liked Neymar to that extent of Mbappe. If you also check the previous season, PSG were too close to sell Neymar. And if you check Neymar's documentary, I don't know that documentary movie, they wanted to sell him twice. He just stayed because he loved soccer and PSG. And he saw that he had no choice. First time it was because of his bad behaviors, partying and everything. Second time it was because of his injuries and bad performance. And then between those 2 times, one time he nearly got back to Barcelona, if you remember. So I think if these bad behaviors between them and Neymar and Messi choosing sides, I think PSG will rather sell Neymar in January than Mbappe.
So you're telling me that we rather keep a player which is unhappy at the squad and a player who's happy at the squad?
Mbappe has powers.
All right.
Mbappe has powers, you know. Let me finish it. Mbappe has powers in PSG. His contract is more like of Messi and Ronaldo in their prime in Barcelona and Madrid. If Mbappe says, I'm not happy because of Neymar, they'll make a plan to cash in with Neymar and check his age. Neymar's age is overdue and he is good, he is performing, but between Neymar and Mbappe, I would choose Mbappe.
All right, gentlemen, we can have this conversation some other time. BK, highlight them.
All right, guys, thank you so much for joining us. It's been real. Enjoy the Champions League. For those of us watching us for the first time, if you love football, this is the place to be. We'll see you on the flip side, man. Cheers.
Away.
Away.